I just had an idea. Hello everyone, this is Red Robot, and today the terrible tactic is the ultimate vampire medic, and I am really looking forward to showing this one to you. This was a ton of fun to record and play with, and super impressive to watch. So basically, as you saw in that little teaser, the medic's bloodsucker needle gun with a conch boost and a Kritzkrieg will heal you 130 health per second. Now, that might not seem like much, but consider this. The Quick Fix, the medigun that makes a player almost invincible when under its Uber effect, heals them for 100 per second. That means that if you're hitting your shots, this needle gun can be more effective than a Quick Fix Uber when it comes to quick healing, which is just incredible. Not only that, the super rapid fire rate of the needle gun means that you'll be able to put out a ton of damage, and Medic's already fast movement speed is buffed even further with the conch. It sounds perfect, right? Well, it never is, and this strategy has a ton of issues. The main one, as we're about to see, is sentries. Now, my medic behind me just got taken out by a sentry that I didn't even notice. Sentries stalling our progress became a very common theme in our play session. I think I should actually demonstrate that by showing you a few live clips of just what it felt like. And yeah, you see us. Oh my god! Whatever. Okay, and use them and go. There's another sentry! Can we please take out the sentry first? We'll jump over to through the window to the other thing and carry on, okay? Here we go. On me, Swift. Alright, let's go. Use me, use me. Swift.
So
we got this. What? They do have a sentry! Go, now. Oh, why? We did it.
First, I'm at 35 HP.
They had a sentry there! What? Outside of other critical damage sources, I could take on pretty much anything straight on except a sentry gun. I couldn't heal off damaging it, which pretty much meant that I had no way of overcoming its DPS, which was really frustrating. There is one thing I could have done differently on attack to make it easier, and I really should have done it earlier. You see, the initial setup was 2 Kritzkrieg medics, right? So the first Kritzkrieg medic would crit the soldier, which would charge up their conch immediately, and the second Kritz medic would crit me, and I'd have my bloodsucker plus the conch, and it would be perfect, and the crits. But on attack, it would have been much more valuable to have the Uber charge on the soldier, because he probably would have gotten enough damage from the Uber to get his conch anyway. Then he'd really definitely be able to take out the sentries, and I could go in with the sentries down and my bloodsucker and just really destroy. That being said, I think we did a pretty good job with what we had. And yes, I admit it, it's another conch video, what can I say? I love the weapon, so versatile, so useful. I wouldn't have had to use it if the bloodsucker was a little different. You see, the bloodsucker heals you for 3 health every time a needle hits, regardless of how much damage it does or how close or long range you were, which I think is actually a little bit lame, and I'd like to see that changed, where if you did mini crits or crit damage with it, you'd actually be able to heal yourself for more, because yeah, it's the conch boost that's doing most of the healing, along with the crits damage. I mean, the bloodsucker's heal is helping a little bit, but I wanted to get, you know, the ultimate medic lifesteal kind of experience going on, outside of, you know, mods like, times 10 or whatever. You'd be able to do crazy things with that in this, but I like to stick in the base game and show off things that you can do just in any regular Valve server. One thing I kind of have to brag about is that in my previous forays into battle medicing, yeah, it's never really been that effective. The most effective thing before this has been the vaccinator battle medic, back when you could use your resistances with your Ubersaw, but this is actually really strong, and the people we're playing against, I get some comments that, like, that this is only working because the enemies are really, really bad, and sometimes, yeah, you're completely right, but the players we were playing against in these servers, there were multiple level 150s, like, these guys might not have been, like, the best LAN champions around, but they've played the game before, and they know what they're doing, and the fact that I'm able to do stuff like this and stay alive for this long against this many people, I mean, it's just awesome, and I actually really love this weapon. And it's just a total shame that medics don't get to use their needle gun more. The needle gun is such a cool and unique weapon, but it doesn't seem to get much use. And that's not because the needle gun's particularly bad. I mean, it's pretty good. It's just that the Crusader's crossbow is just so much better. And you can't give up, you know, the long range healing, the chance to build Uber. Valve has mentioned in their balancing blog post they're looking at making a small nerf to the Crusader's crossbow, which will encourage needle gun use, but I mean, it's not going to replace the crossbow. I mean, I'd love to see big needle gun buffs, because it's such a fun and unique weapon to use. So yeah, the needle guns are actually pretty nice for taking out unattended sentries, but if this is NG with a rescue ranger or a wrench on it, you're not going to take them down anytime soon. You're going to do like 100 damage per second if all the needles hit, and that's not going to really take down a sentry in a hurry, especially since you've got to reload as well. Oh, it's another thing I really wanted to mention, reloading. Now, because the needle gun fires so quickly, right, it's really easy to accidentally, or maybe without realizing it, cancel your reload. Now in TF2, reloads can all be cancelled, I think, in pretty much all situations. And that means that it obviously stops your reload and sets you back to whatever ammo you had. And it's actually really frustrating with this gun because the animation, I don't know, it feels like it doesn't quite sync up like when you put the needles into the gun as to when the actual game registers it as being reloading. So quite often I'll use half my ammo, do a half reload, start firing again, and then be left with just 20 in my clip. And I miss out on a ton of kills and damage this way. It's a real shame. I have to be way more careful of it. It's something I wasn't really thinking about when I was playing, but I definitely should have paid more attention to. Unfortunately, this is an issue for quite a few other weapons as well, including the shortstop. I think the rocket launcher is sort of the opposite. You can fire the rocket launcher before the reload animation's finished, which is really funny. Here's one thing I've got to mention. You might be noticing that there's some pretty shocking aim going on in this video, and thankfully I aim a lot better than I did in the custom nail gun for medic video I made with the overdose in the conch. That was a lot harder to aim because I was moving a lot faster and I wasn't doing as much damage and I wasn't healing, so my aim had to be better in that one, and it really wasn't. But as you can see in this clip here, the needle gun's supposed to be a defensive weapon. It's really good when your target is following you around corners. You can fire and deal damage to them when you're not even looking at them. It's really strong that way, and trying to use it in this aggressive way like this really isn't intended, but I think that's sort of what makes this so rewarding. To be able to get kills with the weapon in a way so against how it was designed is just super cool. And but yeah, like if the enemies are coming at me, it's so strong, but when they see the Kritzkrieg, they know to run away most of the time. And that is the ultimate vampire medic. Such a cool combination of loadouts. I really love the mixture of sort of like strength with the damage you can deal, speed with the conch and the medic speed, and regeneration with the health gain. Totally great. It's got everything. I hope you guys enjoyed these clips. We had a ton of fun recording them, as I said earlier, and big thanks to Your Wishes, whose stream I have linked down the description. Go check him out. I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. And for Swift Cheese for helping out, playing the soldier and the medic. You guys were great, very patient, and putting up with me doing stupid things like, yeah, forgetting to reload my weapon, but also us putting up with each other in general. This was very fiddly to get working. We had to get 2 different pieces all set up at this right time. It wasn't super convenient, but yeah, when it all worked together, it was so worth it. This feels great. It just feels great. To finish up, here are a few moments taken live from the recording. Funny things that happened while we were trying to make this all work. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning into the video. I really appreciate that you've been sticking with me despite my absence. And look at those crucial dispenser picks. I didn't even get them. What am I doing? Oh, secret trap, come back! Woo!
Soldier trying to jump up.
That was no. What are you doing, Swift? I spawned bottom. I'm with you, Wishes. Where are you? Swift is in the other spawn.
Bottom, right?
Oh, run away, Swift! There's a pyro on you. Run away! I'm gonna save you.
Alright, I'm blowing
Are
it.
you?
I'm blowing it in 2 seconds.
Die, pyro!
Go.
I got a kill like that. There's a soldier at my bum. I'm dead.
Oh, right. That was your own fault.